emerged in the south and the ranges of the north were absent, brigands and ruffians took an opportunity to wrest control of Bree.
Well, good morning, YouTube, and happy Monday. How's everyone doing? Hope you're off to a good start, or having a good day if it's later in the day for you. And of course, it's Monday, which means it is Bullethell Monday. And today we are taking a look at the game Sea of Survivors. This one is on Steam for $6.99, and it is in early access, and I will preface this whole stream by saying that this game has been in early access for a while. So we're going to keep that in mind as we look at the game. It says, in Sea of Survivors, you can sail your ship in any direction, but you can never stop moving. Evade and destroy hordes of pirates and sea monsters to gain experience, level up, and choose upgrades for your ship. Explore oceans filled with mysterious curses, unlock treasures, and fight for survival. It does have 408 reviews, very positive, although the recent reviews are a little less positive, a little less forgiving. It is by Naya Games, and it came out October of 2023. So you can see, big early access disclaimer. Now, it is a very, very fun little game, but as you can see, some of the recent reviews are not as forgiving. So we'll go ahead and head right into the game, which I have open, as you can tell. Now I want... Nope. Nope. Although this is where you would hire a crew for your ship. We already have 3 people hired, so we're not going to bother hiring anyone else right now. And this is where you would buy upgrades. As you can see, I've already gotten all the upgrades. And I want to go ahead and turn that down a little. It's a little loud. So here's where I can see the things I have collected. Now, there's a lot of stuff I haven't collected yet. This is where you can hire crew. This is where you can see things that you haven't done yet. There's a few. So, we might as well get started. Alright. Lifebuoy, prevent crewmates from being lost at sea when sunk. And I'm starting with a harpoon. Ooh. Maybe I shouldn't be running into stuff like that. Alright. Reach. We can increase our pickup range. Hardness. Increase damage reduction. Or Bloodlust. Increase critical damage. We're going to go with hardness. Okay, select a map. We can select treasure, weapon, or repairs. Select weapon. No, I don't want to. Hand of Glory removes the chosen treasure. Gold band gains 500 doubloons. Or greed. Increase doubloon haul upon returning to hideout. We'll just go with the gold band. Alright, what we got? Increase experience gain, gain doubloons, increase damage reduction. Obviously, that's what we want. Okay, I don't know why. It wants to move in a direction I don't want it to move. Increase projectile speed and range. Increase move speed. Ooh. I'll go with movement speed. Increase damage, increase experience gain, increase damage reduction. I think we want to go with some damage this time. Call of the Occult, heal 100 health for every 500 enemies sunk. In the intercepted letter, rated merchant ships drop double merchant chests. Magnifying glass. Gain crit chance while you have doubloons. Drains doubloons over time. We go with the Claw of the Occult. Greed, broken compass, or recovery. Let's go with broken compass. Alright, get back over there. Barrels, cannon back, Tortuga. Oh, cannons. Yeah, definitely want cannons. Clear all treasures, then reopen all chests. Nah, I'll skip that. Okay, full on HP. Critical, increase max health. Yeah. Let's do something with our health, shall we? Critical damage, projectile speed and range. Damage. As you can see, the graphics are pretty simplistic, but very cute. Oh, and you don't use WASD to move your ship. It follows your mouse. Health, pickup range, movement speed. Increase damage for each chest opened with the pistol. Probably not my favorite, but we'll take it. Health, cooldown reduction, or damage. Go with the cooldown reduction. Coins, armor, move speed. Okay. I'm gonna go with some armor. Considering I keep acting like I have a ram on this ship when I don't yet. Damage reduction, health, experience gain. We're gonna go with more damage reduction. Oh. We'll go with the intercepted letter. No, I don't want to leave. All right. Treasure. Oh, my, all of them is treasure. I guess it doesn't matter which one I pick. On XP pickups. Alright, we'll get that. Oh, we can select, oh, weapon, yep. Curse wood multiplies all healing effects. Armor, projectile speed, cooldown reduction. I think we're good with the armor. What'd we get? Anchor, Blazebeard's Wake, or barrels. Go with anchors. Irons of the Death. Anchors which spin in both directions. Oh, well, yeah. Can you imagine being on a ship that never stops moving? That would be a cursed vessel indeed. Critical hit, experience. Go with experience. Darn it. I wanted another weapon one. Alright, we'll go with unknown. Move faster in the shifting aisles. Increase projectile amount. Increase the bloom. Oh, yeah, projectile amount. Offer the mermaid doubloons. Sure. Ah, good. Weapons. You cannot afford the mermaid's hole. Okay. All right. Thank you. We got the ram. Increase health. It didn't last long. Closest weapon lights enemies on fire on hit. Yeah, I'll take that. Okay, all these have the detriment of draining the blooms over time. Gain cooldown reduction while you have the blooms. Damage reduction, cooldown reduction, or armor. Okay, those are all good. I'm gonna go with more armor though. We got skip it. There isn't anything I want in that one. Health, damage. Go at health. That's an awful lot of sea creatures. Oh, and here's the boss. Got him. And it shows us our path. Well, you didn't do too bad. We certainly didn't make any money on that run, thanks to the cursed stat we picked up, but not bad. Satisfy the ambition to reveal its reward. Okay. So each of the people we can hire has different things they want. I think that's kind of new. Interesting. Block 300 attacks. Reach over 100 crit chance during a voyage. Have no weapons equipped to the ship. I don't know how you survive that. Finish a voyage without a life buoy. Reach 5,000 max health. Have over 300 ship speed. I think I'm gonna try for the crit chance one. Let's try that. Alright. Brandy weapon. These are our starter weapons we could choose from. We have the blunderbuss. Blunderbuss gunmen in barrels follow the ship in a loose formation. Sabers. Saber swingers on the side of your ship. Ram. Rams the ship. Ram on the ship's bow. Blazebeard's wake leaves a trail of flames behind the ship which lights enemies on fire. Cannonback Tortuga. Recruit a unique, powerful Cannonback Tortuga to help defend the ship. Fires harpoon, that's what we've been using. Cannon. Barrels. And anchors which spin around the ship, which we had in the last run. Let's start with... let's try the sabers. I haven't used those in a while. Soul Eater, Saber Swingers with Life Steal. Yeah, I'll take that. Projectile speed and range, definitely. We'll go with the doubloons. Damage reduction, projectile speed, and range. Oh, I didn't want to pick up a life buoy, but I guess I did. Damage, critical, wait, was it critical damage or critical chance I need it? Well, it's crit. So we'll try it. Pick up range, experience, move speed. On the balloon chest. I guess we'll take that. Reroll a treasure. Yep. On HP pickups, yes. I think I kind of like the harpoon better for a starting weapon. We got more HP pickups? Sure. And what we got? Ah, merchant vessel. Intercepted letter. We'll take it. Projectile speed, pickup range. damage reduction. You know what? I am not liking the sabers as the first weapon. Yes, we're going to leave that run. So, let's pick something other than sabers. We'll start with the cannons. Move fast in the Grand Deep, transfer, increase doubloon haul upon returning to hideout. Guess we'll go with that. Damage reduction. Armor, critical damage, cooldown reduction. Let's go with critical damage, because we were trying to get 100% crit for a run. Damage, projectile speed, move speed. I'm going to go with the projectile speed. Pick up range, cooldown reduction. Critical hit chance. Plus, this weapon lights enemies on fire on hit. Well, yes indeed. On HP pickup, yes. Armor, damage, move speed. Go with damage reduction. Critical damage, cooldown reduction. Critical damage. Health, damage, damage reduction. Go with damage this time. Critical damage. Doubles fire rate when under 20% health. Throws health doubloons and experience pickups in front of the ship. Captain's parrot. We're gonna get the captain's parrot. We've got to do that one. Reroll treasure. Yep. XP pickups. Double our doubloons on return. We already have one. Go with the XP pickup. Only thing I have not found yet is a message bottle pointing me towards any island. Experience gain, critical damage. Alright, our critical damage is at 260%. What we need is critical chance, which is only at 20%. Armor, projectile speed and range, cooldown reduction. Go with cooldown reduction. Heal 100 health for every 50 enemies sunk, 500 enemies sunk. So we'll go with Planet of the Occult. Damage reduction, armor, chance to critical hit. Now we're at 50%. We're not going to last long if we keep doing that. Move speed, projectile speed, and range. Feel like I really want some move speed at this point. Only thing I haven't gotten is one thing I could really use. A message bottle, so I know where another island is. Transform one treasure into a random treasure. Remove a chosen treasure or 500 doubloons. Yep. I'd rather have the XP upgrade. Gain a cooldown reduction for each move speed under 200. If only one weapon is connected, add 5 to the amount. Well, I only have one weapon. Yep. Stop it. Go with move speed. I forgot about you, stinkers. Chance for crit. That gets us up to 75% crit chance. go with the damage reduction. Well, we didn't get up to 100 crit, but we're almost exactly the same speed as the boss. I should have gone north instead of south. That's where all the islands were. That's okay. We got this. Finish the voyage with only one weapon. Hey, that was an achievement. Okay. Well, we've done a couple runs of this. I think y'all have a pretty good idea of what this game's about. It is a rather fun little time waster. But we're going to go take a look at the Steam page now, because I want to take a look at a couple of the recent negative reviews. I don't think I've seen a couple of these weapons. Which means I haven't gotten all the weapons yet. Interesting. Alright. So, here's a review that was done in 2003. Negative review. Says, as a negative reviewer of a relatively well-received product, I want to start with the things I like about the game. The nautical theme is unique in the genre. The music is catchy. The pre-run progress system of linking upgrades is unique and has real potential. And this is countered by the things I don't like. Most of the weapons feel too weak, even in their niche. Swords quickly stop doing enough damage to kill enemies quickly, and have a range so small that you'll often get hit as a follow-up. Cannons start out not doing enough damage to kill the weakest enemy in one shot, and require you to do multiple passes against an increasing swarm of enemies trying to land enough shots to gain some levels. The ram only gives you a very narrow frontal cone to hit, which means that trying to ram larger groups of enemies will almost always result in hits from the sides, etc. Per run, the player scaling doesn't keep pace with the enemy scaling, causing many runs to end in roughly the same place for way too long. While the pre-run progression system of linking upgrades is interesting, the upgrades themselves are just boring incremental single stat increases, no combined stat upgrades, no trade-off upgrades, no special upgrades from leveling. Actually, that is not necessarily true, because the way you put the upgrades down in the progression system, they actually link to each other. So if you put 3 health in a row that touch each other, you actually amplify that. You also amplify anything around them. But I can see where he's going with that. The way enemies spawn often leaves you in a situation where you're forced to be hit. There's an amount of skill to controlling the ship and avoiding damage, but there are situations, increasingly as the run goes longer, that you simply cannot navigate out of unless you're also sporting substantial killing power. The layout of the map seems static, meaning you can actually chart where the upgrades are. Fits great with the theme. Would love an actual map I can reference, as that would also fit great with the theme. The meta progression is very slow, but this coupled by the fact that the game doesn't scale the player up very well per run means that to make any real meta progress, you're going to have to trade per run effectiveness to fill your ship with gold instead of stat boost. Ultimately, I think the game has a lot of potential. I'll check back on it from time to time. I hope that I'll be changing my review as I'm a big fan of the genre and there aren't a ton of games that are trying so many unique things at once. Ultimately, it feels like it has a handful of really neat ideas that are spread way too thin over a bland and tedious core. I would say, except for the one thing that I kind of disagreed with, it's a fairly fair review. Alright, so another couple other negative reviews that are more recent, well, more recent being 2025, so last year. I played this game for quite a bit, and the last update just made the game bad. You had a good game going, but then you just changed the fundamentals of how the game was played and ruined it. I kind of thought it ran different. The developer is scamming the consumers. This game should have been completed a year ago at the very least. This developer will do the most minimal update so the game doesn't have the "this game hasn't been updated since" to warn customers that they're buying a dead product. The game had a massive amount of potential, but it has been wasted by the developer and their work ethic. The latest update changed the maps from preset to procedural. We waited 8 months for an update, and that is all we got. Do not waste your time and money here. Okay, harsh, but I did note that the game has been in early access for a couple of years now, so also fair. A cute take on the Survivor bullet hell genre. I love how it's ship-based, which gives a different element to it, though I have to say controlling it with keyboard and mouse is a little weird, but nothing game-breaking. The way you build out abilities is nice and unique and adds to the overall flair of the game. I think my only request is for some sort of actual narrative or something to give each run its own flavor. Here's another negative review. Just simply says was fun until they changed the crew system. That was March of 2025. Now this says it was done February 6th. I'm thinking this was a more recent review. Positive. Very long. I don't think we're going to read it all. We'll read the first 2 paragraphs and then the last one. Sea of Survivors, developed and published by Naya Games, is a pirate-themed action roguelike that skillfully merges Bullethell chaos with naval combat and survivor-style progression systems. At a glance, it fits comfortably within the increasingly popular auto-attacking survival genre, but it distinguishes itself through its maritime setting and a core mechanic that fundamentally changes how players approach movement. Instead of controlling a character who can stand still while unleashing attacks, you command a ship that is constantly in motion. This is simple but transformative design choices turns every run into a flowing dance of navigation, positioning, and risk management, giving the game a kinetic identity that feels both refreshing and demanding. The central gameplay loop revolves around surviving increasingly dense waves of enemies while upgrading your ship through relics, weapons, and crew members. Each run typically unfolds over a compact session, encouraging replayability and experimentation. As hostile pirate ships, sea monsters, and other nautical threats swarm the water, players must steer carefully to avoid income. Okay, so just describing what the game is. Ultimately, Sea of Survivors stands as a compelling entry in the roguelike survival genre, carving out its own identity through its pirate setting and perpetual motion gameplay. It captures the exhilaration of navigating chaotic seas while steadily empowering players through thoughtful progression systems. Though still polishing certain elements, it delivers a thrilling and replayable experience that balances tactical decision making with high energy combat. For players who enjoy experimentation, escalating challenge, and the satisfaction of mastering a dynamic movement system, Sea of Survivors offers a rewarding voyage that keeps calling you back to the open water. Now, they gave it an 8 out of 10. And for those of you who like to play on Steam Deck, apparently this person has played it on Steam Deck and says it's perfect on the deck. Alright, here's a review from February 7th. Simply says, lackluster updates. I'd hold off until it's more fleshed out. Now, I'd say if you enjoy a nautical theme and bullet hell games, maybe wait for a sale. Say it goes on sale 50% off. For under $4, definitely worth it. But note that the developer does seem to be slacking off with the updates. So there is that. Alright, now that we've looked at Sea of Survivors, let's see what's going on. Oh, look. Square Enix is having a publisher sale. Well, we gotta look at that. Okay, I've never heard of Bravely Default. Flying Fairy. Never heard of that one. But, oh, maybe I've never heard of it because it's new. 20% off, $31.99. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is 40% off right now. I've heard some mixed things about that one. Some people absolutely love it. Some people are like, meh. A couple of people I've seen that don't really like it at all. Now, here's a game I've never played. Dragon Quest. But Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D Remake is on sale 25% off. So it's usually $60 for the games. Currently $44.99 USD. Stunning reimagination, the first two legendary adventures in the Erdrick trilogy, brought together in one package. Dragon Quest I story. Thanks to the heroic efforts of the legendary Erdrick, the Lord of the Underworld was defeated, and peace returned to the land of Alefgard. Yet this peace was not to last, as the diabolical Dragon Lord has risen and unleashed hordes of monsters on the realm once more. Now descendant of Erdrick, it is your destiny to defeat this new evil and rescue the world from its plight. Huh. Actually sounds kind of interesting. I don't know. If y'all played Dragon Quest, what do you think of it? Because I have never played Dragon Quest. Now here's one I was told by Gus that I should play. He thought it was really good. Final Fantasy Tactics. Now I think he was talking about the original Tactics and not this one. But I think he really liked the Tactics game. Final Fantasy 16. Yeah, that's the new one, isn't it? I watched quite a bit of playthrough of that one. Good story. Although I didn't like the ending, I won't spoil it. Kingdom Hearts Integram Masterpiece. So 50% off, usually $100. Whoa, the heck? Okay, $50, but you get Kingdom Hearts 1.5 plus 2.5 Remix, Kingdom Hearts 2.8 Final Chapter, and Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind. Nier Automata, never played it. Debating whether or not I want to try it out. That's why it's on my wish list. Octopath Traveler 0 is also one I'm thinking about trying. Start from zero and discover the newest entry in the Octopath Traveler series. Experience the story of restoration and retribution over the Divine Rings, an epic saga that unfolds across the realm of Ostera. One looked interesting. It's like it is pixel art. Kind of gives me old school Final Fantasy vibes. Life is Strange, Double Exposure, mixed reviews, but it's 60% off, making it $20. But yeah, I mean, I keep forgetting just how much stuff Square Enix has put out. So many Final Fantasy games at this point. So, got Final Fantasy 1 through 6 Pixel Remaster Bundle. 35% off, making it just under $31. Well, for me, because I guess I would get an extra percent off. Oh, I know why. Because I already own 3 and 4. That's why I would get an extra percent off. So it would usually be, the sale would be $46.77. And I have Final Fantasy 8. Oh my god, it's 60% off for $4.79 right now. Final Fantasy 8 Remastered. Mega Hit returns. The Steam version features new graphical enhancement and a whole host of options to customize your gameplay experience. Oh wow. Emulated version is better than the remaster. Do not buy, find a used PS1 copy instead. Many textures have not been updated. The remaster keeps the original game's 4:3 aspect ratio. Character model improvements are nice, but not worth the price tag considering much of the game has not been updated seemingly at all. Okay. Final Fantasy 9. I haven't played this one. Well, I haven't played a few of the Final Fantasies. Final Fantasy. Is that Final Fantasy 13 and 13-2? And then Lightning Returns Final Fantasy 13. Okay, what's the difference between that one and that one? Ah, Lightning Returns is the concluding chapter of the Final Fantasy 13 saga and series heroine Lightning's final battle. The grand finale of the trilogy brings a world reborn, as well as free character customization and stunning action-based battles. So you would actually have to get all 3 of those to get the complete game. So 13 is $6.39 right now. 13.2 is $7.99, and Lightning Returns is $7.99. About just under $23 for all three. I mean, that's kind of tempting. I have to look and see what the reviews are on it. Final Fantasy 15 Windows Edition. Well, we are on a PC, so I would assume it's the Windows Edition. Stranger of Paradise, Final Fantasy Origin. Now here's one I'm thinking I've been wanting to try. Go ahead and wish list a couple of things real quick. Final Fantasy 16 expansion, Echoes of the Fallen. Expansion pass, huh? Not really keen on expansion passes. World of Final Fantasy, another one I've been thinking about trying. Just not letting me add it to my wish list. There. It kind of looks cute. So I guess you have two versions of your character. You have a chibi form and the regular form. It says capture, customize, and evolve. Embark on a magical journey with siblings Rain and Lon as they explore the vast land of Grimoire to rediscover their past and save the future. I don't know why they picked having chibi looking characters, but it looks interesting. And of course, more Final Fantasy 16 DLC. That's 15. Episode Arden. Echoes of the Fallen is 16. Final Fantasy 7 Reunion digital content. Crisis Core. Well, they're milking Final Fantasy for all it's worth. I'm gonna just say that. Dragon Quest 1 and 2, Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D remake. Dragon Quest Builder. Now, somebody tell me, would this one be worth getting? Or Builders 2? It looks like it's kind of interesting. Dragon Quest 11. There's that many Dragon Quest games. You know, I didn't even know that. Dragon Quest 7 Reimagined. That one's not on sale. That's a full $60. I think that's fairly new. Yeah, it just came out February 5th, 2026. Dragon Quest Treasures. Dragon Quest Monsters, The Dark Prince. Okay, so the Dragon Quest franchise is probably as big as the Final Fantasy franchise. And of course, all the Kingdom Hearts stuff. Nier Automata, Nier Replicant. Bravely Default, which is one I'd never heard of. Octopath Traveler, which I've heard of, but I've never played. Life is Strange. I actually have two of the Life is Strange games because I got them. Well, this one's free to play, and this one I got as part of a bundle. I've never played it. Doesn't look that exciting. Life is Strange Reunion. Pre-purchase. So that one is coming out. Yeah, it's not out yet. Hold on. All right, sorry about that. I was just informed that there's some bad weather coming this way soon. So I'm going to keep an eye on my window. And if things are starting to look a little nasty, we may cut the stream early. Oh, yeah, Chrono Cross. Chrono Cross the Radical Dreamer has mixed reviews. Now, Chrono Trigger was one that I enjoyed. Also have, actually, I have Chrono Trigger already. I should play that sometime. What do y'all think? There we go. Every once in a while I have to unplug my mouse for whatever reason. Yeah, see, I have Chrono Trigger. And like I said, maybe I should play that at some point. It is on sale 50% off right now. So it's only $7.49. This one I can recommend because it was a very good game. I played it on the SNES. So a while ago. It'd be like playing a whole new game all over again. No way I remember playing a game from 20 years ago. Or however long ago it was. Yeah, no, it's got to been more than 20 years. Now, this version came out in 2018. I was playing the SNES back in the mid to late 90s. So, almost 3 decades ago. Well, I'm feeling old right now. I don't know about y'all. Wait a second. I did not realize that this was. It is published by Square Enix. Okay. Power Wash Simulator. I did not realize that. So I'm considering getting at least one Dragon Quest game. Although I don't know if it'd be Dragon Quest 1 and 2, or Dragon Quest Builders, or Dragon Quest Builders 2. I Children of the Zodiacs. Mixed reviews. A strategy game. Tactical RPG, huh? Okay. Forest Fruit Farm. It's 95 cents right now. It's also got mixed reviews. So maybe we'll skip that. I am Setsuna. Okay, I've never heard of this. Inspired by the timeless classic Chrono Trigger, I Am Setsuna is a great homage to the JRPG masterpieces of yesteryear. Journey with Setsuna as she prepares to make the ultimate sacrifice and save the people of her land. Actually sounds good. I mean, this game's usually $40. It's 70% off right now. I'll think about it. Of course, I better think fast because the sale ends in 3 days. Just Cause, Just Cause 2, Just Cause 3. I think it says I own Just Cause 4 Reloaded. Mixed reviews. I probably got that in a bundle. Oh, and here, this little game. I saw this in the list. Mini Ninjas. Apparently came out in 2009. Mini Ninjas is a game that combines furious action with stealth and exploration for an experience that appeals to a wide audience across age groups and preferences. It's an action-adventure with a strong focus on allowing the player freedom to explore the world and has the depth to allow for very varied gameplay and approaches to, and of course it cuts off there, to getting through the game. It's 85% off. So right now it is $1.49, and I guess if you could tell, it's actually in my cart. But let's look at the trailer because this kind of sold me on this one.
I have sent all my ninjas to stop him, but sentries have darkened his mind, and none have returned. With forbidden magic, he twists all animals into mindless minions. And from his castles of old, he now rules supreme. Soon his army will be complete. Soon the last animals will be caught.
Shoot!
He has waited centuries for this.
So I guess that's the bad guy.
But he has missed the smallest, most important detail. Hero, you are still free. Fight him.
It just looks so cute.
Hero, I ask a lot from you, but find your friends, the ninjas sent before you. Rise to be the strongest and restore balance.
The biggest danger, the smallest hero. So yeah, it came out in 2009. And it just looks incredibly cute. And fun. And there was actually more crude humor and cartoon violence. Okay. Oh, you got some gameplay here? Okay, that's cute. Oh my god. All right. So, yeah, I think that's definitely worth $1.49. And give me a moment, because Steve actually showed me a game. I put it in my wish list. This called Ruiner 2. This is a cyberpunk action RPG from Rycon Games set in the world of Ruiner, where death must be earned. Brutal, lightning-fast combat meets a deep system-driven experience. Master the shell system, switch characters mid-combat, and exploit lethal synergies in a single-player or co-op with up to 3 players. So, it's a single-player and online co-op game. Oh, and by the way, it's for the trailer is kind of brutal, just to be fair. Okay, why did we lose the trailer? Thank you. I'm gonna turn this down too.
For free. We let you run just far enough to feel it. You are still on a leash.
Like I said, very brutal. Oh, gruesome. Here, kitty.
Sorry, puppy. You don't get to die like this. You're done running solo. Now move.
So we actually get to see a little actual combat in the trailer. It's definitely ARPG style. But I thought that looked kind of interesting. Kind of a very dystopic cyberpunk world. Although, even the most cheery looking cyberpunk worlds are kind of dystopic if you think about it. There was another one it had showed me earlier. Give me just a moment. Alright, I'm sure a few of you have seen ads for mobile games, and in those ads, they usually show gameplay that is absolutely nothing to do with the mobile game, but it looks better than the actual game that they're trying to push on you. Well, somebody has taken that concept and created a game called Shoot the Barrels. It's an addictive incremental game about shooting exploding barrels and upgrading your weapons. So they've literally taken one of those mobile game ads and turned it into a game. And this came out a couple of weeks ago. It is actually only $1.99 USD, but it's 30% off for the next 2 days, making it $1.39. And yes, it is in my cart because it just, the absurdity of taking the meme ad and turning it into an actual game does not escape me. You know? We'll take a look at the trailer for it. If you see what I mean. And I have to admit, those ads always did look better than the game that they were actually trying to sell you. I wonder if that's going to start a new trend of people making games based off of meme mobile ads, which would be hilarious, to be honest. So there's that. Shoot the Barrels by Battle Lab. Okay, has Battle Lab done anything else? They have a demo for something called Cannon Royale. Alright, let's take a look at it. Cannon Royale. Battle against cannons of different colors. Use cards that give you extra power. Play alone or against your friends and win with strategic use of cards and with luck on your side. The heck? Okay. That's kind of interesting looking. So up to 4 players. And the whole goal is to fill the board with your color. It's kind of cute. And it looks like there's a little bit of RNG involved too. Huh. Okay. We'll keep an eye on that. That might be a potentially fun little game to play. So is there any other sales? Yeah, that one's about to go off. We're not going to worry about it. But there was a Steam Tower Defense Festival, which ends in a few minutes. I did notice that one of the games that was in that was this one, Tangy HD, or Tangy TD, Tangy Tower Defense, which I believe Golden Apples had told me about. Strategic tower defense where you play a witch, place class-based towers, equip them with items that grant powerful abilities, combine them, create unique builds, and deal ridiculous amounts of damage. Customize your builds with a deep stat system. And it just says ends. Oh, the sale for this doesn't end until the 23rd of March. It is 12% off right now, making it $8.79 USD, usually $10. So a relatively fairly priced game. And I've been told it's pretty good. So we'll see about it. I'll think about it. And it's by the developer Cakes with a Z. Cute. Very cute. Mr. Farm Boy. What the heck is this? A colony farming game with automation. Build your dream farm, grow crops, raise animals, attract villagers, and hire workers to automate everything. So it's kind of an idle automation type farming game. Okay. I think I like my farming sims where I actually have to do something. Just saying. What do we got here? Nordhold. Orcs Must Die. Death Trap. I have a couple of the Orcs Must Die games. Yeah, I have Orcs Must Die 1 and 2. So I don't have 3 or Death Trap. And 3 is 80% off right now. $80% off. You get everything for $8. I'll think about it. Oh, and I have Bloons TD. Bloons Tower Defense, the original. Well, 6 isn't the original, but I think it was one of the earlier tower defense games. Fun. It's very fun. Maybe we should take a look at that on the channel sometime. I haven't played it in a long time. But I did play it for like almost 77 hours, so it's definitely good. Very cute, very fun. But let's see. How many Bloons games are on? Bloons Tower Defense 5, I also have that one. I don't have it. I have one of the free-to-play. Bloons Monkey City. But Bloons TD Battles is free-to-play. Bloons TD Battles 2. Bloons Adventure Time TD. Not really into the battle ones. Bloons TD Battles, yeah, nah. Okay, so only 5 and 6, and those little free-to-play ones are in Steam. The early ones aren't. All right, I am looking out my window, and it is getting grayer and darker by the minute. So, I think we're going to call it early today, considering I don't want to be in the middle of the stream and just suddenly cut out. Because losing power and losing internet, they're both things here. Let me end off by thanking everybody who stopped in. Perhaps you popped in and out to check out Sea of Survivors. Perhaps you stuck around and lurked as we looked at the Square Enix sale and, well, a couple other fun little games. Either way, I do appreciate you. Next time, say hi. I promise I don't bite. And of course, if you don't want to miss all the fun chaos on the channel, and you haven't already, you know what to do. All the fun cookie things YouTube wants you to do. But once again, thank you so much. Have a wonderful and safe rest of your day, evening, or night, wherever you're at. And hello, Drive-By is my official severe weather drive-by. Stay safe. Oh, you too. Until next time, bye for now.